Yes, people. What's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your daily transfer update and match preview for the London derby against West Ham tomorrow. Chelsea are back on the road for the first time this season. Obviously, not the best of success on the road last season. I think we had 18 goals in 19 away games. Not a very good record. And actually, Chelsea have only won 5 of their last 30 Premier League matches, which is quite something, quite an unbelievable record when you sort of see the numbers down on the paper. That is it's pathetic. So we need to get that first win for Pochettino on the board as quickly as possible. Hopefully we should be seeing a Moises Caicedo debut, maybe a debut for Romeo Lavia also. But lots to discuss with the West Ham game. The London Stadium, not a particularly happy hunting ground for Chelsea over the years, so it's going to be a tricky afternoon for us. But we've also got the news that Hakim Ziyech has joined Galatasaray on a strange deal. A free loan with a free obligation to buy. So basically, you're giving them away for free. In essence, I'm not sure why it has to be a free loan followed by a free obligation. It doesn't really make too much sense. Not really sure what the thoughts are surrounding that deal. But yeah, it is what it is. He's gone. Chelsea last night bid around £15 million for New England Revolution goalkeeper, Serbian goalkeeper, Djorde Petkovic, a Serbian international, bid around £15 million for him. I'll be totally honest, guys, I've not really heard a great deal about him at all. In fact, I say a great deal. I've never heard of him before in my life until last night we've put a bid in. So yeah, if anyone in the chat knows anything about the MLS, knows how good this guy is, then please do let me know, because I said I'd never heard of him before last night. Obviously, we've got the latest on Bradley Barcola as well. In terms of PSG are leading the race for him. Chelsea are second favourites at that point in time. In terms of any other transfer updates, there aren't that many. There's not that much transfer news today. Obviously, with the game tomorrow, the only big news really today is Hakim Ziyech joining Galatasaray. We had the bid for the goalkeeper last night. Other than that, there has not been an awful lot of transfer news today regarding Chelsea. It can't be an outrageous day every day, but we've got the match to look forward to, and we've got a lot to dive into, people. So as always, make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Guys, we are less than 100 subscribers now from 6K. So every new subscriber helps. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching now and you are not subscribed, guys. We're less than 100 away now. Let's try and get as close to that 6K tonight as we possibly can. I'm not expecting it tonight, but let's try and get as close as we can, knock those subscribers off. And people, let's get the likes up as well. Make sure as soon as you come in, guys, you hit that thumb button. The likes are really important. I wouldn't bang on about the likes if they weren't important. So make sure you're continuing to smash the likes, and let's get these likes up. Let's say hello to a few people, guys, and then we'll dive into tonight's show. What have we got going on? A little bit later than usual. It's been a busy day today. We've had 2 good games tonight as well. So yeah, we're still bringing the content though post game as always though. Yes, Michael, big up. Hope you're well. Great to see our main rival in United losing today, but we must pick up 3 points ourselves tomorrow. Yeah, 3 points anyhow they come. I'll take that. Chelsea made the right decisions. Mount's been poor. Yeah, Mount's not been good at United, but I'm not bothered about Mason Mount anymore. He's gone. Not our issue anymore. I agree on that. I would play Silva and Axel Disasi. I get it on the West Ham set pieces and height, but I still would go with Colwell. Agreed. Hopefully we see Mudryk start the game. Mudryk needs to be starting this game. And to think Chelsea fans are crying about Mount leaving, I think ultimately we probably will have made the right decision. Yeah, sorry, brother. Sorry. Two minutes late. I know. 1-0 Chelsea to win tomorrow. Jackson with his first PL goal. That would be nice. Yes, big up my guy. Hope you're good. Yeah, Ziyech, fair, all the best at Galatasaray. Let's see what happens. Yes, like the video, guys. Big up to you, Charlie. Well done for the excellent content. No, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for your support. And for the first time in a long time, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. Yeah, mate, me and you both. The first time in a while that people are actually looking forward to Chelsea games again, which is it's kind of a mad one. He's a very good shot stopper, decent with his feet. He's not a bad goalkeeper, and he's 23, so he's not 19, which is good. Yeah, so again, I guess someone that, a bit more developed and advanced than Gabriel Slonina is, and someone that probably isn't ready to challenge Robert Sanchez for the number 1 jersey just yet. So probably fits what we're looking to do and not very expensive. He is better than what we have at the moment, and he can be one of the greatest goalkeepers in the next 2 years. Fair. Big up, my guy. Yep, Ziyech done. Big up. Yes, RD, big up my guy. RD, what do you know about this Petkovic goalkeeper at the New England Revolution? Do you know anything about him, mate? Have you seen him play? I'll be honest, mate, I don't watch any MLS. So yeah, do you know anything about him? I think we'll see Caicedo start, not Lavia. Yeah, I agree on that. We'll get into the lineup later on. But yeah, I hear you. I don't see a situation in which Lavia starts tomorrow. He won't have had any training sessions with the team. So yeah, we'll see what happens to that one. But I do expect him to make his debut from the bench potentially. Yes, big up Chelsea till I die. Caicedo wearing blue for the first time. Really excited. Yeah, I think a lot of us are very excited for that. Is Mikel Antonio fit or not for the game tomorrow? I presume so. I'll be honest. I don't really know if he's fit for the game or not tomorrow. I haven't really looked into any of the West Ham team news, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But people, let's dive into the show. Let's get the first bit of news up then. Let's go with the news straight away then that Hakim Ziyech has joined Galatasaray officially. And it's a strange formula, as I was saying. It's a free temporary transfer. So it's a free loan of Ziyech. So he's going on loan for free, no fee to Chelsea, with a free purchase option. So basically, we've given him to Galatasaray. So essentially, we've given him to Galatasaray for free for a year. And then we are then gonna lose him for free following the end of that season. So basically, he has gone. I don't really understand. I don't really understand why the deal's been formulated in this way. I don't know if it's some sort of strange way around FFP. I don't know if Galatasaray are struggling financially and they can't afford a transfer fee. But do you know what it is, right? And this is what I like about Chelsea and what we've been doing this summer is that obviously Ziyech, we had to get rid of him. We thought he was going to Saudi. The medical situation wasn't ideal there. And there's not been that many takers for him. And do you know what we've done? We've looked at it and we thought, right, okay, we need to get this guy gone. We're not going to get the money that we want for him, but we get the wages off the books and we get another player out of the squad that doesn't want to be here. And sometimes, you have to take a bit of a financial hit just to get someone out the door and just to move on. And I think that's exactly what we're doing with Ziyech. He must be he joined in 2020, so he must have signed a 5-year deal when he joined. So he probably does still have 2 years left on his contract, but it's kind of mad that we're basically giving him away for free 3 years after signing him on a 5-year deal. And, we were all very, very excited about him. And it just hasn't worked out at all for Hakim Ziyech at Chelsea. We had a few moments here and there. We'll always be grateful for that amazing goal that he scored against Spurs. He did go through a run when we started playing that 4-2-2 formation under Thomas Tuchel, where he started a few games on the spin and he looks really good. But yeah, ultimately it was you'd have to say it's another one of those transfers at Chelsea that goes down as unfortunately we have to add that to the list of failures. We have to add that to the list of failures that we have signed over the years. There's no two ways about it, people. That goes down as another flop signing. I don't like to call players flops, but ultimately, that does go down as a flop signing. There's no two ways about it. Ziyech definitely didn't live up to the expectations that we were expecting from the player that we saw at Ajax, from the player that we thought we were getting. We didn't get anywhere near what we were expecting. Yeah, I agree with this. I think the 4-3-3 will return tomorrow. We're going to dive into the lineup for the game and talk about the game a bit later on, but I do expect us to revert back to the 4-3-3. But Hakim Ziyech's Chelsea career is now over. I mean, guys, have you got a favourite Ziyech moment from in a Chelsea shirt? Let me know your favourite Ziyech moments in the chat. I mean, I think for me, probably the goal against Spurs is one that sticks in the mind for everyone. Fantastic top bins against Tottenham at Stamford Bridge. I can't really think of too many other decent moments that Ziyech has had. I mean, I feel like I'm doing him a little bit of a disservice there when I say that I can't really think of any other decent moments he had in the Chelsea shirt. But guys, any guys in the chat, any moments outside of the goal against Spurs as a standout Ziyech moment in a Chelsea shirt? I think the fact that certainly I'm struggling. I don't know if any of you guys are struggling to think of another decent Hakim Ziyech moment outside. It's a strange one. It is a strange one. The goal against Spurs, yeah, is Atletico Madrid goal. Yeah, that was good as well. Yeah, oh yeah, Champions League, of course. Yes. What do you say about the McAllister red card? Brother, I'll be honest, I haven't actually seen it. I've been quite busy today. I've not seen it, many of the highlights back of certainly of the 3 o'clock games. But yeah, there's not much. There isn't really much to remember from Ziyech. And it's a bit of a shame, because he came with a tremendous reputation at Ajax. He was balling out at Ajax, and that run to the Champions League semi-finals, he was phenomenal. And yeah, it's unfortunately at Chelsea. It's just been moments, and we had to move him on. And we say thank you for everything that he's done for the club. He's remained professional throughout his entire time at Chelsea. He's never sort of thrown his toys out the pram or anything like that. But yeah, it's certainly not worked out the way that he would have wanted it to work out, and it's certainly not worked out the way that Chelsea would have wanted it to work out either. His professionalism, that's it. Spurs goal or City equaliser that Alonso won. Yeah, again, there's some moments there. Super Cup goal, yeah. Do you watch Match of the Day? Not massively, no, because you can just get the highlights on YouTube as soon as it's done. Good to get him off the wage, but I think he made friends with the wrong person in Lukaku, and this didn't help his mentality, unfortunately. Fair enough. But yeah, look, obviously, I don't think he's caused too many. Obviously, none of us are there. I don't think he's caused issues around the ground or at the training ground or in the squad. It's good to get him off his wages off the books for sure, and that's going to help us again financially, of course, by getting those wages off the books. I'd like to think that with a free loan and a free obligation to buy at the end of it, that Galatasaray are paying all of the wages. There's no way that Galatasaray cannot be paying all the wages. They simply have to be. It would be unforgivable if Chelsea are contributing to any of these wages. But ultimately, it's another player, guys, that we can add to the squad clear out. The list is long now. I mean, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but Hakim Ziyech has now left Chelsea. It's the third time of asking after PSG and Al Nassr. He has left. He's joined Galatasaray, where he'll be linking up with Wilfried Zaha, with Mauro Icardi as well. Maybe they'll have a half decent front line. There's going to be Champions League football. So yeah, all the best to him. But ultimately, another player for Chelsea to add to the list of failed transfers, and that is quite some list. But there's another one that's not worked out. But yeah, I wish him all the best. Yes, big up my guy. Yeah, he's gone finally. Lukaku next. Let's hope so. No, there is no update on Lukaku at the moment. Nothing. The goal he scored for Ajax against us in the Champions League is what I remember about him, really. Yeah. I'm a big fan, bro, although we don't support the same club, also from Somalia. Brother, I appreciate you. What team do you support? I mean, look, caught offside, I take it with a pinch of salt. West Ham can't afford Lukaku. Let's be honest. Maybe they could afford a transfer fee, but they can't afford the wages or anything like that. And I don't think Lukaku would go to West Ham. I actually think that Lukaku would probably, rather than West Ham, I think he'd probably take the Saudi move if that's still on the table. Yeah, great to see Caicedo getting a stoppage time winner on his Leicester debut as well. That's nice to see. And I think he's going to do really well there this season. So yeah, it's great to see he's going to be playing in a side that's going to be playing some good football, a side that's going to be in Leicester that's going to be winning most weeks. It's going to be up near the top of the table. I think this is going to be really, really good for his level of development. It's going to be spot on for him. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he develops over the course of the season at Leicester. It's a long season, 46 games there, but I think he's going to do really, really well. But yeah, guys, that concludes on Ziyech. I suppose like his Chelsea career, not too much to say about it. But yeah, another player moves on. We thank him for his service, and yeah, that's it. Not really too much more to add at this point in time on Hakim Ziyech, other than he's gone to Galatasaray. Thank you for the service, and that's it. Thank you, brother. Fair enough, mate. I mean, I appreciate you tuning in and appreciate the support. Yeah, Ethan, I'm excited for the game tomorrow as well, bro. Looking forward to making the trip down to the London Stadium tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm feeling positive, guys. I'm feeling the positivity. Do you think Chelsea can win the league this season? Chelsea boy, I'll be honest, mate. No, we're not good enough. We know that. We're still an unknown quantity under Pochettino. We're still developing as a side, and let's be honest. Over the course of a season, we are nowhere near Man City's level. My United friend thinks that Rashford is better than Leao and Rodrigo. Yeah, he must be. I'm not sure he must be drunk or something. How do you think Gusto will do tomorrow? I think he'll do well. I like what I've seen from him. I agree. He'll do great. Let's hope Leicester win the league. It will be. The Spurs derby will be electric this year. Yep, it will be. November. I think it's November 4th or November 5th. We head to Tottenham away. That's going to be a huge game. It's going to be a massive game, that one. Are you going to the game? Yes, brother. I will be there tomorrow at the London Stadium. Looking forward to it. Is there any more Saudi clubs interested in Lukaku yet, apart from Al Hilal? Not that I've seen. I mean, I don't know how interested Al Hilal will be in Lukaku now, because obviously they've signed Neymar and they've today completed the signing of Alexandra Mitrovic as well. So I'm not sure how interested they're going to be on that front in Lukaku. I'm sure there'll be some Saudi takers somewhere for him. By the way, guys, 81 people locked in, which I appreciate. A lot later than we normally are on a Saturday, but I can't not bring the content. So for the 81 of you that are locked in, big yourselves up. Guys, let's get this to 50 likes. Come on, people. We're only on 37 at the moment. Let's get this to 50 likes, guys. Hover over that thumb button, give it a click. It does massively, massively help out. We need to hit a minimum 100 likes, but let's get 50 first, and then we can obviously push on from there. And remember, guys, I'm less than 100 subscribers away now from the 6K mark. We are getting ever, ever closer. So every new subscriber helps. If there's any of the 84 of you that are in here now that haven't subscribed to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button and help me get closer to 100 to 6,000 subscribers. We're 98 away now. So I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but let's try and chalk off as many of these as we can. So please smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Let's get to a few things in the chat. West Ham away, we must break the bogey team. We never do well there. No, Shayna, we never do well there. Jackson is going to bag tomorrow. I hope so. I hope so. Do you think Lavia signing was a big mistake? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I hate to say it, but Spurs looked good against United. Yeah, Spurs looked good. I mean, I don't know how much of that is because United was really shit and looked awful again, or how much of it was Spurs being good. I think a combination of the two. Spurs were very good. United were shocking as well. Maddison's a baller. I think he's a cold baller. He is class. I would have loved him at Chelsea. Is it just Cho and Lukaku now we need to get rid of? Hall's gone. Livramento and Hall. Yeah, Hall. Livramento came on. Livramento came on for his Newcastle debut today. Came on actually in place of Almiron. Played left wing actually, surprisingly enough. But look, only time will tell on those two. Only time will tell. Who do you reckon's our penalty taker now? I'd go with Enzo Fernandez for me. I want to see Mudryk start tomorrow. Yep, you reckon Silva or Disasi? I think Silva. I don't think you change. I don't think you need to make changes at the back after the first game. Score prediction. I'll get into that later, but I think it's 2-1 Chelsea. Jackson and Enzo goals. Oh, brother, I appreciate those kind words. Thank you. Big up, Shavindra. I'll be very angry if you don't score goals tomorrow because of poor finishes and failing to convert our chances. Yep, no, we can't have any excuses tomorrow. I'm here for it. We can't have any excuses tomorrow. Imagine Nkunku and Maddison as number 10 options for us. Yeah, I know. It's a shame. I don't know why we didn't go for it. I'm not sure why we didn't go for it. There must have been a reason that we didn't go for it. But yeah, it's frustrating. It is frustrating. I'll be perfectly honest. It is very, very frustrating that, you know, Maddison's has gone to Tottenham and I think he's going to ball out there. He is going to ball out there. But guys, let's move on to the next bit of news then. That's come out, obviously. And last night, this came out, first reported by Jacob Steinberg and confirmed subsequently by others, that Chelsea have submitted a formal proposal for New England Revolution's Serbian goalkeeper, Djorde Petkovic. Bid worth £15 million. Negotiations are now ongoing. So we have shopped in the MLS for goalkeepers already. With Selena. Obviously, I think, you know, this is pretty obvious. For me, you know, you can never say done deal until it's done. But if Chelsea genuinely want him, there's no way that this guy is going to stay and play in the MLS for the New England Revolution rather than coming to Chelsea. I don't know anything about him at all. He's obviously clearly a quite young, quite up-and-coming sort of talented goalkeeper. He's 23 years of age. And he's one of those where he's not ready to displace Robert Sanchez at this point in time. But over the next year or two, he could be in a position to be challenging. And I think at £15 million, and for someone that, let's be honest, is not going to play very much. He'd probably play in League Cup, early rounds of the FA Cup. He's not going to play an awful lot. So I look at this deal and I don't think it's that bad. And you know, as you said, brother, the scouts obviously see something. They really do. Well, I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to hit 1,000 subscribers in a week, brother. But if that did happen, that would be unreal. But yeah, hopefully by the end of play tomorrow, I would have hit the 6K. But yeah, the 7K will come shortly afterwards. Of course it will. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens on that one. But yeah, we're focusing on the 6K first. The last few to knock off. I'm going to be worried if we don't sign a number 10 while Nkunku's injured. Do you know? I think we are looking at signing attackers. I just don't know who those attackers are going to be yet. Obviously, we've been linked with Bacola. We've been linked with, obviously, Brennan Johnson. We've been linked with Jeremy Doku recently as well. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Goldbridge hit 1 million subs on That's Football. Obviously, United Stands hit 1 million subs a while back. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, my worry is we won't score enough goals. Yeah, I share that worry as well. Goldbridge even said Man United was shit. Yeah, no, he's always honest. He's always honest. 23-year-old Gargo will be okay in 2 or 3 years. If he can't make the team, they'll be sell for a profit. Yeah, absolutely. I agree on that. 103 watching, got 104 in the building, 52 likes. Yeah, guys, let's get these likes up towards 100. Come on, people. There's quite a few of you tuned in for a Saturday evening, almost 10:30 UK time. So yeah, let's get these likes up towards the 100 mark, people. It would be massively, massively appreciated. Yep, Gusto will start tomorrow. Reece James is injured, out for a month. Gusto's definitely starting. Caicedo, I think, will start as well. Do you want to hit one? Mate, I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Maybe one day. Big question is, do we play Gusto? I mean, that's not a big question at all, mate. That's nailed on that Malo Gusto's playing. That's why we signed him. Chelsea have the best pool in the Premier League. I think we probably do, yeah. We're certainly up there in the top 2 or 3. Yeah, it is always good fun. But yeah, guys, in terms of this Petkovic signing, sorry, I think it makes sense. The club, Nizar Kinsella reporting that the club had set a budget of around around 20 million pounds to sign a backup goalkeeper. This 15 million pound deal makes sense. Of course, it fits the budget we're looking for. Fits the profile of goalkeeper, I guess we're looking at. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if this deal goes through, which I think it will do, I'll try and get some sort of MLS expert on the channel to get a bit of a lowdown on this guy, because I'll be honest, I don't think any of us really know anything about him. But it's good that we are looking like getting another goalkeeper, and that goalkeeper situation seems to be well on its way to being sorted. But at the same time, it's a tricky one, people. I don't know anything about him. I don't know how good he is, but the people in charge of the recruitment, in charge of scouting and all that sort of thing must see something in this guy and think that he's a good fit. So, when he comes, if he does come, then I'll get behind him. I'll support him like every other Chelsea player. But I don't think we're going to see an awful lot of him this season if he does arrive. I really can't see him playing that much. But yeah, Chelsea have submitted a bid for the New England Revolution's Serbian goalkeeper Djorde Petrovic. Guys, I wish I could add a bit more meat to the bones on this one for you, but like I think most of you in the chat, I don't know anything about this geezer, so I can't really provide anything. Yeah, look, of course, Mamardashvili would have been great, but again, I think he would have been more likely. He's more of a number 1 signing. I'm not sure if he'd leave to become a number 2 at Chelsea. It's clear that, right now, Robert Sanchez is the main number 1, and he will be for the future. So yeah, Mamardashvili is that's not going to happen now. There was certainly interest from Chelsea in Mamardashvili, but that never materialised into a formal bid. Yeah, Ajax rejected bids for Kudos from West Ham. They did, yep. I mean, the asking price, I think, is around 51 million euros for Kudos. It's obviously, as I said on the show yesterday with Pice, there must be a reason why Chelsea aren't going in for Mohamed Kudos. I don't know what the reason is, but there must be a reason why we're not doing it, because that is such an easy deal for us to go and get done. 50 million euros on the table, bang. Kudos would definitely come. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the situation is on that one. But let's move away from Petrovic then. This deal should be concluded, I would imagine, within the next week or so, certainly. I don't think it's a difficult one to get done. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that one. What else have we got in the chat before I move on? Watch Enzo start creating assists from tomorrow onwards in a more advanced. Yeah, I agree on that. Who would you start in the 3 behind Jackson tomorrow? I don't think we're going to play a 3 behind Jackson. I think we're going to go 4-3-3. I'll get into that in a while when I start the match preview. I wish we can get Julian Alvarez. Him and his bestie Enzo will cook. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no chances he coming to Chelsea. Last 2 weeks of the transfer window, I think there'll be a few shocks in outgoings with like a striker and attacking midfielder. Goalkeeper, just think 2 more, including the keeper. Yeah, I think we're going to get, obviously, this keeper probably, it looks most likely. And an attacking midfielder is almost anyone's guess, really, at this point in time. Brother, I appreciate that support. Yep, hardworking, consistent, that just doing my best. I don't know why we aren't in for Kudos. Has to be a reason. Yeah, look, I mean, the only reason I can possibly think of is the African Cup of Nations this January, and we'd lose him and Nicholas Jackson. But that shouldn't really be a reason not to sign someone. So it's an odd one. Thoughts on the right back links? That link to Fresneda was disproved as nonsense. ESPN aren't great for transfers at all. Kudos will also go to AFCON. Yeah, no, he will. Only thing I can think is, yeah, I know that's the only thing I can think of. You think he will try Martin as number 10? Probably not. No. I honestly think with the signing of Lavia now as well and how well Conor Gallagher's done in pre-season and against Liverpool, I believe that we are going to be in a situation where we have the 4-3-3 system being used until Nkunku's back, which is why I think we're looking at more wide players that can play 10 rather than an out-and-out specialist 10 that can play wide. So yeah, that's my reading on the situation, people. Do you think Chelsea will make a deadline day signing? No, I don't think so. Jackson hat-trick tomorrow. Watch this space, brother. If that does happen, I'll shout you out on the match reaction tomorrow night. Yes, Wes, big up, my guy. I hope you're good. But let's move away from this goalkeeping stuff then, because as I said, I don't know anything about this guy, but let's wait and see what happens with it. That deal, I think, will get done. I think Chelsea will get their goalkeeper next week, and then let's wait and see what happens, people. Let's wait and see what happens. But let's move on to the attacking players, and then we've got a little update from Fabrizio Romano on Bradley Barcola. Let me just bring it here. So at this time, Chelsea appreciate Barcola, but PSG are the only club in advanced talks with the player. Chelsea are informed on the situation. PSG are favourites at this time. I think PSG are about to sign Randall Kolo Muani as well. So yeah, they're obviously making some decent attacking reinforcements there. They've added Ousmane Dembele as well. It sort of seems like a move that Barcola would make. I think, go from Lyon, stay in France for a little bit, develop as a player, go to PSG for a few years or whatever it is. But again, the players we're linked with, Barcola, Doku, Barcola 20, Doku 21. I think Brennan Johnson might be 22. It's obviously going to be one of those 3, in my opinion, unless the club are using any of these targets as a smokescreen for someone else they're working at behind the scenes. I don't really know. It's a tricky one, people. I'm not sure on what the situation is on that one. I really don't know what we're doing. But I mean, each one have got kind of pros and cons. Again, I don't know an awful lot about Barcola. I've watched him in a compilation on YouTube, because that's what everyone does when you sort of hear about a player that you've not heard about much before. You go and check a comp, but everyone looks good in comps. But he looks neat. He looks like tidy, quick, can take a player on, can beat a man. All that sort of thing. Looks like a promising young up and coming player for sure. Doku is more electric winger, more of a touchline winger, out and out pace. A bit more experience, having played for Rennes for a number of seasons, been to the World Cup. He's a Belgian international. He's done very well. Brennan Johnson again did well for Forest in the Premier League last season. So I don't know how he'd do the step up to Chelsea, but I mean, out of those 3, I mean, I put a poll on the channel earlier on the community tab, and most people were saying out of the 3 they'd go for Doku, but again, there's pros to all 3 of them, and I'm just not sure how much of a difference any 3 of those are gonna make, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, guys, 100 likes incoming, people. We are on 71 likes, guys. Last 29 likes, 125 of you locked in the building this Saturday night, which is fantastic to see. Delighted with the support as always. Guys, get the likes up to 100. Come on, people. Last 29 likes. And also, guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. We are less than 100 subscribers now from 6K. Let's try and get there as quickly as possible. So please, 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 if you haven't clicked a subscribe button and you're locked in now, make sure you click that subscribe button. Let's knock these last 97 subscribers off as quickly as we can, people. But what are we saying here? We played bad away to West Ham. When was the last time we got all 3 points there? I'm not sure, mate, but I will have a look shortly. Current situation with Lukaku and Hudson-Odoi. Lukaku, there's nothing on that one. Again, I think we're just waiting with Lukaku. There's not really anything going on with him right now. Hudson-Odoi was in talks with Fulham, has been linked with Nottingham Forest as well, but no real links there at all. In my opinion, really, with Hudson-Odoi, future still not decided. I think we need us. The links to Follower and Balogun last night as well. There's no developments on that today. We're going to dive into that as well. Poch knows how to coach players into goal scorers. Goals will come. I hope so, mate. Lukaku to Juventus is off, and West Ham are informed that West Ham aren't going to get Lukaku. I don't actually know, mate. I haven't been across the French league tonight. I hope all the talk on Brennan, he was shit the other night. He wasn't great the other night. We're almost at 100. Not much, mate. Not much. A little bit of chat on this goalkeeper from the MLS, and that's been about it so far, mate. So you've not missed anything. I went for Jeremy Doku as well. Yeah, Doku. Out of those three, Doku would definitely be the one. I wish we could sign both Johnson and Barcola for their decisiveness and hunger for goals to add on to Jackson, Mudryk, and Madueke. PSG's got Asensio, Dembele, Lee Kang-in, Mbappe, Gonzalo Ramos, and possibly Kolo Muani. Yeah, again, I mean, that is some mad attacking options and attacking depth there. I mean, arguably, that's more exciting than Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, I'll be totally honest. Mauricio Pochettino said that Champions League qualification is the bare minimum for Chelsea this season. Yep, absolutely. I don't know why I need to say that. It's kind of obvious. No, I hear you on that. Are we going to sign the MLS goalkeeper? It looks like it. What else have we got here? Johnson has never made me think we really need that player. No, I think Chelsea beat West Ham the COVID-19 season when Werner scored. Away, was it? I do not honestly want us to spend the Havertz money back to Arsenal for following. I agree on that. I'll take 1-0 tomorrow. Kelly, I would agree. I'll take any win tomorrow. Any win, anywhere it comes. I would be more than happy with that. Any win, anywhere it comes, guys. That's got to be. That has to be the way we're looking at it, people. But yeah, look, in terms of these attackers, guys, I mean, Doku has been linked with Man City as well. I mean, if he's got a chance to go to City or Chelsea, I don't know which one he's going to prefer. I mean, City's going to give him a much better chance of winning trophies in the immediate short term, that's for sure. He's going to get more options at Chelsea. The fact that he's Belgian is going to get Eden Hazard, Romeo Lavia having a word in his ear. I don't really know. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. I don't know what the best option to go for here is. I mean, these are players that I don't know an awful lot about. I know about, obviously, I've heard about Doku the most, and I've seen him play the most. But again, Brennan Johnson's been decent. There's not an awful lot of difference between these three. Doku, I'd probably just take. I think Barcola's talent. I think Brennan Johnson has got talent and has got pluses in terms of he's Premier League proven. But at the same time, guys, these three options are not nothing against these three players, but I don't know how much any of these three options necessarily move the needle. I'm not really sure how it moves the needle and really makes Chelsea any better. I don't really know. It's certainly an interesting one. I'm not really sure what's going on at this point in time. I'm not really sure what's going on at this point in time with the attacking options. But I mean, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. Look, the window's been great so far. It has been really good. There's no two ways about it. But yeah, look, I don't know. Doku, Barcola, Kudos. Look, guys, I think we're only going to get, I'll be honest, The Athletic reported that Chelsea might want two attackers. I don't see how we get two attackers. I think maybe I think maybe we get one. I think we probably get one if we're being totally honest with ourselves. And for me, out of those three, I would be going as Jeremy Doku. I would be going for Doku. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens on this one. Hopefully we do get more developments next week on this one, guys. I don't think we're going to get anything over the weekend, but I think we'll certainly get something into next week. I mean, we've only got a couple of weeks of the transfer window left, so we are going to certainly have to get. We're going to have to get something pretty quickly. There's no denying that. We are going to have to get something pretty quickly. I don't know who it's going to be. I would imagine one of those three guys. Outside of those three, outside of Bacola, Johnson, and Doku, has anyone in the chat got any other suggestions at what might be a good idea for an attacking player? Has anyone got any ideas? Kudos, guys. I'll be honest, it's not coming. So people saying Kudos or keep going on about Kudos, guys. I think Kudos is not happening. It's clear that it's not happening, because if it was going to happen, it would have been a deal that the club could have easily got done, and obviously they haven't got done. What else have we got here? Let's have a quick look. What are people saying in the chat? Let's get United have been shocking. Yeah, the midfield balance looks miles off. Away from West Ham in COVID-19 season. I've forgotten about that. So it's been about 3 years since we won there. Can't wait to see Enzo getting the creative freedom tomorrow. I hope so as well. We should be we should be in terms of giving away stupid free kicks in dangerous areas. Absolutely. Fulham can come in for Lukaku. Yeah, they could do. Romelu Lukaku will be encouraged to go to Saudi Arabia if no European club comes in for him. Yep. And agrees to deal with Chelsea between now and when the window shuts. And that's the advantage of the Saudi top flight window. It doesn't close until September 7th. So it's a week longer, isn't it? A week longer. Yep. I think Connor will play attacking midfield tomorrow. I agree on that. Those three won't have the same impact on Elise would have. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I was so disappointed for whatever reason that the Elise deal fell through, guys, because it's one of them where you're just thinking, well, he was the perfect choice. He was the best choice on the market, I feel, in the age range and the sort of players that we're looking at. He's certainly the best choice available. But unfortunately, for whatever reasons, and maybe we've acted inappropriately in the way that we've approached the situation, we are not going to get Elise, and he's obviously signed a new deal at Palace. So yeah, that's a shame, that, because it would have been really good. We can hope Hazard, the agent, to convince Doku to sign for us. Yeah. Let's have a look. Good start for Caicedo. Yeah, good start for him. Where will Lukaku go to Saudi? It's not going to be any of Al Hilal, Al Nasser, Al Ittihad, unless he joins Henderson and Gerrard at Al Ettifaq. Maybe, I don't really know. Pino of Villarreal. Again, Jeremy Pino was linked with Arsenal quite a lot. Quite a few for Jeremy Pino coming in the chat. Let's go for the kill tomorrow from the onset. Beat West Ham. Yep. Doku and Mudrik's pace will give defenders nightmares. Yeah, absolutely would. You're going to get into all the West Ham stuff in a sec. Need to have a big shout out to our owners. Yeah, no, Roy, I agree with you, mate. They have done a great job. They've done a great job this window. There's no two ways about it. Florian Wirtz, again, he's not going to come, but possibly one. Guys, just on the owners, whilst we're at it, I was just on Twitter. Let's just give them a little bit of praise where we're at. Let me just find it now very quickly. The work that we have done in terms of outgoings, because it's been mad. It has been absolutely mad. In terms of, I can't find it now. In terms of what we've done, I saw it on Twitter. In terms of the outgoings, the loans, and all that sort of thing. Let me try and find it. Where are we? We got replies. Is it in here? Oh, I'm trying to find it, people. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Right. These are the sales. Where is it gone? Oh, it doesn't matter now. But yeah, look, we've done a phenomenal job. We have done a phenomenal job. Yeah, Poch, please. You don't need the armband on to feel like a captain. He's a captain also, and will help Chilwell and Reece. He'll be a great captain for the club. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think I'll see Todd tomorrow. I don't think Todd's going to be at the London Stadium, so I doubt we'll see him there. Guys, 141 of you locked in the building. We need 14 more likes to get to the 100 mark. Guys, let's get this to 100 likes. 14 more people need to click that like button. Guys, it's free. It takes seconds. Make sure you smash that like button, people. It helps the stream out. The likes are really important. Let's get this to 100 likes minimum, guys. Let's get these final 13 likes knocked off. No excuses not to hit the 100 likes mark, guys, imminently. So let's get it done. And people, if you've not subscribed to the channel, we're less than 100 from 6,000 subscribers. I'm sure out of the 140 of us that are watching, there are a few of you that haven't subscribed. So please do hit that subscribe button and let's get to 6K as quickly as possible. We're on the last 95 now. Let's try and get 5 more subscribers, people, and hit 5.91. Let's try and knock a few of those off. So if you're locked in now, you're not subscribed, please, please, please click that subscribe button. It really helps. In my opinion, we don't need to sign any other player. Just wait until January to assess Broja, Sterling, Chukwuemeka. Connor is better when he has less of the ball. Will Lavia play tomorrow? He won't start. He could come off the bench. Ivan Toney in January. Yeah, I would absolutely love that. I second that. Off topic, Ben Stokes returns. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy that we only have 4 or 5 players. Yeah, there's not many left. The only players left from the 2020 from the starting lineup are what? Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell, and Reece James. Everyone else is gone. But yeah, guys, I'm going to dive into the match preview now. So let's look at how I'm going to get the team up on the screen. I personally, and guys, of course, join in with this. By the way, people, for anyone that's new to the channel, this is not what I think Poch is going to pick. This is what I would like to see tomorrow. And maybe Poch might pick. I don't know. Loads. Congratulations to the owners of Chelsea for this phenomenal rebuild. Yeah, we now just got to do the business on the pitch. Most fans will be nervous after losing too many players. No, we're celebrating because it's long overdue. Poch will play Enzo, Caicedo, and Gallagher. Chelsea to the die. I agree with that. Connor played very well last game. Yeah, I would agree. It would be a strange one if he didn't start. I think we do need to be careful though with West Ham because obviously they're going to be a threat from set pieces. Height at the back. Agerd, Kurt Zuma. We know Ward-Prowse has got a very good delivery, so we've got to be careful that we don't give any stupid free kicks away in and around the area that allows Ward-Prowse to, deliver some decent balls into the box. But having seen a 3-5-2 or a variation of in the first game, which I think took everyone by surprise, I think now with the arrival of Caicedo, I suspect that Chelsea will go. I personally feel we're going to revert back to the 4-3-3. That is what I would like to see us do. So in goal, obviously, is going to be Robert Sanchez. He's now taken the number 1 shirt from Kepa, who's gone on loan to Real Madrid for the season. So Sanchez has not only got the number 1 position, he's also got the number 1 shirt now. Hopefully with another week's training under his belt, he is going to be more confident, going to feel more at home at Chelsea. He wasn't terrible against Liverpool. He looked a little bit nervy to start with. He almost cost us a goal in the second half when he gave the ball away. But all in all, I think he did well. And the fact he commands the box well, he comes out and he claims crosses. It's a plus. It's a plus on Kepa in that sense. That's absolutely clear in my mind on that one. In terms of who's going to play right back, well, we know that Reece James is out injured for just over a month. We're not going to see him until after the international break, I wouldn't have thought, which is a big, big blow. But this is why we signed Malo Gusto, because now Reece being out whilst it's shit is not as shit because we haven't got to put an aging Aspie there. So that is a big plus on that front. So Malo Gusto comes in for his full debut. Obviously came off the bench against Liverpool for the last 25 minutes. He had a really solid pre-season, in my opinion, as well. So yeah, look, I'm excited to see what he can do. He's a talented boy. I think he's going to be a really good signing for us, and he's going to be really important. And because of Reece's injury record, he is going to play a lot of minutes. So yeah, that's I'm looking forward to his full debut and seeing him again because I think this is a really top signing and a top player. Connor's underrated. Yep. Silva, Sanchez, Chile, Colwell, Silva, Gusto, Enzo, because my line at 4-3-3, fair. Sterling should be benched. I would agree. If Madueke was fit, I would have agreed. But even if I want to put Madueke in, there's no point because we know he's not starting. It's a tough one on Disasi because in the centre backs, if we're going with a 2, it's going to be Silva and Colwell, and he's not going to play right back, even though he can because we've got Gusto. I think it's just one of those unfortunate situations. It's tough. It's tough decisions that have got to be made at a big club, and I think Disasi did really well. But for me, there's no need to change the central defensive partnership of Silva and Colwell. So I'm personally going Silva and Colwell. I know it's a bit harsh on Disasi, but for me, I'm going Thiago Silva and Levi Colwell. But this is the problem when you've got so many good options at the back. It is tricky, but I think Silva and Colwell right now, for me personally, is the best defensive partnership we've got. But I do agree it is pretty close. Like it's harsh on Disasi. So we are going to have to wait and see on that front. It's a tricky one. I mean, look, if Disasi starts, I won't have an issue with it. But of course, I think it's going to be easier. Chelsea's deal with Infinite Athlete appears to be in limbo after the Premier League's due diligence. I mean, well, what's wrong with these sponsorship deals? A potential deal with Infinite Athlete appears to be in limbo with the Premier League after doing their due diligence on the proposal under their fair market value rules. There remains doubts whether the Infinite deal will be given the green light. It is also suspected Infinite has financial ties to Chelsea's ownership group, albeit convoluted ties. So basically, the situation here is that this Infinite Athlete deal might not go through as a shirt sponsor. It's quite an interesting one. I'm not really sure what the situation is there, but yeah, it seems like the Premier League is taking a piss with this one. Whatever we go with Paramount, we go with Infinite Athlete, and they're just getting knockback after knockback after knockback. I'm not really sure. I don't know what's going on there with that one, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, at left back, it is going to be Ben Chilwell, and because Ben Chilwell is vice captain and James is injured, Chilwell will captain the side. And I actually thought he was quite good last week. He's come in for a lot of unnecessary hate, in my opinion, from the fan base. I don't know why. I'm really unsure why, but that's the way it is. But I think he's been one of our better players, and I really like him. And he's taken to the leadership role well. That's for sure. And look, I think he can really push on this season. He looks fit. He looks hungry. That desire's there. So yeah, why not? Why not? I don't see the issue with it. I really don't. I mean, look, Chilwell, I'm excited to see how he does tomorrow. It's a big game for him tomorrow. Him and Gusto are going to need to get forward and contribute in the attacking phases of play. But look, that's the back four that I would go with. That would be my personal choice. But again, if Disasi ends up playing or if Poch goes with a 3 again, then I'm not going to be totally pissed off about it. That's for sure. No sponsors for the season would be sick. Yeah, I would love it. It would be class. The Premier League should pay us for this. Not fair. Yeah, I don't understand what the issue is now. Sterling needs to be benched out of form. I would agree with that, but of course, we don't have the options because we do have option in Madueke, but he's not fit or played any preseason minutes. When's Lukaku leaving? I mean, Andreas, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. He can't leave soon enough, but hopefully it becomes soon. I hope so. Guys, let's get the likes up. 135 in the building. We've just gone over 100 likes. Let's try and push this to 150 if we can before I round the stream out. So people, if you've not smashed that like button, make sure you smash the like button. And guys, hit the subscribe button as well. I know I've mentioned it a few times tonight, but we are 3 subscribers away now from 5.91. Let's try and knock those final 3 off to 5.91. We are less than 100 away from 6K. Every new subscriber is massively, massively appreciated. And please, guys, it takes you seconds. It's free. It helps me out. You can become part of the community. We can go on the journey together. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, people. Caicedo and Enzo in midfield. So basically, they won't let us have a made-up sponsor, but it's fine for City. It was City's sponsor, Etihad. I'd rather start Martin ahead of Sterling at the minute. I hear you, but it's just not going to happen. Caicedo hasn't got a pre-season under his belt. He played a few games. I think he's ready to go in. I think when you spend that much money, I think you actually have to go all in and chuck him in. So for me, in my 3-man midfield, he sits at the base. So we have a debut from Moises Caicedo sitting in that 6th position. We have Conor Gallagher as one of the number 8s. And we also have Enzo as another one of the number 8s. That is what I think the 3-man midfield is going to be tomorrow. Lavia, of course, if we stick with this 4-3-3, and I think Poch will go the 4-3-3 once he's fit and once he's up and running and had a few training sessions and all that sort of thing. I think he'll come in and start in this midfield. But for now, Enzo plays because he was superb against Liverpool. Gallagher plays because he was superb against Liverpool, and Caicedo is going to start because he's a top player. We've paid the big money for him, and you've got to chuck your record signing straight in. It's as simple as that. He's going to have had a week's training, which is going to be good as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see how Enzo and Caicedo work together in that midfield. I'm excited to see what Conor Gallagher can do again because he's done really well. Fair play to him. What else we've got? Caicedo FA and Premier League reckon that Infinite Athlete, being such a new company, can't possibly afford 40 million a year sponsorship deal, and it's just been done for accounting purposes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. What are your thoughts on Pep talking at Chelsea? It is what it is, isn't it? Really, I'm not. We are coming under scrutiny for it, but I do get his point to an extent that there probably would be a lot more scrutiny if it was Manchester City in that situation for sure. I do agree on that. No, we were supposedly we always either wear a 3rd kit or an away kit when we play away at West Ham, and now having Sky having leaked the away kit twice, we are now not playing in it. So when are we going to launch our away kit, and when are we going to launch our 3rd kit? Because so far the season started, and there's no sign of the away kit. And there's no sign of the 3rd kit either. So I'm not really too sure what's happening there. At this stage, just take steak for the season. We might have to go back to steak. Pep has a point. I get what you're saying. Yeah, Pep can't say anything about spending. No, I agree on that. But yeah, that's the midfield I'm going for. Yeah, though, Poch will start Sterling because Madueke's played no minutes in pre-season. So Poch will start Sterling, which is frustrating. But he did better last week, but we still need a lot more from him. There's no two ways about it, guys. We still need a lot more from him. That much is absolutely clear. We do need a lot more from him. But again, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I think you got the player spot on, Charlie. But I reckon Poch will play 4-2-3-1. Fair enough. Yeah, mate. Tell me about it, Wes. It is some kit chaos. We've got the home kit confirmed, and that's it at the moment. There's no away kit not been launched, and neither is the 3rd kit. I don't really know what's going on at this point in time. Let's kill the game in the first half by 3-0 and then seal it with 2 more goals. I mean, I'd love a 5-0. I would love a 5-0, but that's the midfield that I'm going with. Look, I would rather Raheem Sterling didn't start, and I would choose Madueke for my team. But at the same time, I'm being realistic and acknowledging the fact that Madueke is not going to start because he's played no minutes since the Euro. He's played no minutes in pre-season, so I would start him, but he's not fit to start, so there's no point. So for me, Martin, you could make a case for there, but he's not going to start. So progressively, I'm going to have to put Sterling in. And this is another opportunity for... I've got fucking hiccups, guys. Excuse me. This is another opportunity for Sterling to improve his game, to put his stamp on it. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, guys. We are going to have to wait and see. But what I want to see from Sterling, he was better against Liverpool. I want to see Sterling direct. I want to see him taking players on. I want to see him beating a man. I want to see him putting decent deliveries into the box, getting in good positions. We need to see more of that from Sterling. And this is a big season for him because if he has another season like last season, or a season like he had, or a season where he doesn't improve that much, then that is going to be a problem, and we will have to look at selling him at the end of the season. In my opinion, there's no two ways about it. We would have to look at selling him at the end of the season if he has another poor season. Why not Martin at right wing? Because whether we like it or not, he's not. I just can't see him starting. He's not ahead of Sterling in the pecking order. As he came on as a sub in the week, last weekend against Liverpool. He had a good preseason, but look, I think it's clear that Sterling is going to start. Martin is a shout there, but I think we all know deep down that Sterling is starting. If Mudryk doesn't start, I give up with this team. Yeah, I can't. I don't know why. Do you think it could be a marketing tactic with these kits to sell more? Look, again, everyone knows that a sponsorless kit is going to sell so well. I mean, it was mad. I went down to the mega store on Wednesday when it launched. Like, I've never seen it packed like that at all. It was so busy in there. People getting the shirt, obviously sold out on the Chelsea website. Nike, you can order it on the Nike website, but you have to wait a week for it to be delivered. Yeah, it's mad. The demand for this kit is like no other Chelsea kit, I don't think. Sterling will start. Yeah, I agree. When do you think he will get some games? What, midweek, with Sterling, don't forget he had 10 world-class players around. Yeah, no, he did. And, now that he doesn't have that, we sort of, I think maybe we're starting to see Sterling's level, guys. I think that's what we're seeing. It's a derby. It'll be tough 3-1. West Ham will struggle without Lucas Paqueta. I think Paqueta might play anyway because it depends if he's in the right frame of mind or not, because we've seen that Moyes will pick players if things have gone on. He picked Kurt Zouma after the cat incident straight away. And to be fair, Paqueta is innocent until proven guilty. So he's available to play. So it's up to Moyes to speak to Paqueta and then, ascertain from him, is he in the right state of mind to play? If he is, I think he plays. Need a Caicedo jersey. I'm going to order one when they get a sponsor. You don't want a sponsorless kit, mate. The sponsorless kit is an all-time classic. Martin will be sub. PL should take action against referees for unfair decisions. Yeah, I think they should. But Sterling is about trying to link rather than beating his man. No, I hear that, but you need to see a bit more than that. Chelsea will sell him. Right, guys, on the left-hand side for me, it's an obvious one. It's Mykhailo Mudryk. This guy has to start. I mean, obviously, I think in the back three, it was a bit difficult for him because he wasn't going to start. It wasn't necessarily going to start in a front two. It's a tricky one. I don't know. Mudryk should be starting tomorrow, in my opinion. He's had a good preseason. He looks confident. He looks sharp. He was decent when he came on for the last 10 minutes or so against Liverpool. I hope Poch doesn't see him as more of a an impact sub rather than a starter. But who else would start on that left-hand side if we go with the 4-3-3? This is my point. I don't know what the answer is necessarily to that. But yeah, look, I think there's options there for sure. There's definitely options, but in terms of it's either Martin there, which I don't think is going to happen. You maybe put I don't know who else you can put there. Jackson could play as a winger, can play wide per se. But at the same time, guys, we haven't got anyone else to play for the middle. Broja's not fit yet. So none of it really makes an awful lot of sense at all. So Mudryk and Sterling for me up front. And Mudryk, we just need to use that pace, get him behind, give him the ball. He's direct. He beats the man. He takes players on. That is exactly what we need from Mudryk on this one. Again, Chukwuemeka, I don't think it's going to play wide. It's got to be Mudryk. If we do Chilwell, if we do three at the back with Chilwell playing left wing again, Mudryk needs to solidly run of games. He does. I reckon Poch go three at the back to cover West Ham's physical side. I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I'd go the 4-3-3, but I could certainly see a potential reason why he might go for that 5 at the back, if you want to call it that. I think that's certainly there's a possibility on that front that could certainly happen. No, Jackson's not injured. No. What happens if Jackson gets injured? Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. We'd have to play Broja. We'd have to come up with some other sort of system. I don't know what, but Nicholas Jackson will obviously lead the line tomorrow. And I've been really impressed with him. He's been great in preseason. I thought he was a handful against Liverpool. He's raw, but he's got pace. He's physical. He runs in behind. He runs the channels well as well. He's got good hold up play, good link up play. Everything you'd want from a centre forward, but he's still raw. And we just need to find out whether he's got that ruthless streak in him. Is he a ruthless finisher? That will obviously develop in time in his game. But yeah, Jackson to lead the line tomorrow. Lavia to play. I think he might play some part. He's not going to start though, because for obvious reasons. But I certainly think he can most definitely play a part. Yeah, we're going to get backup goalkeeper. I think it's going to be that Serbian goalkeeper from the MLS. And then I don't think we get another centre forward, but I think we do get another attacker. That's for sure. Jackson will get a lot of assists. I think he will also. Mudrik's better than Martin at the moment. Yeah, no, he absolutely is. Absolutely, I fully agree on that front. But that is the team, guys, that I would go with tomorrow to take on West Ham. That is what I would pick. But at this point in time, I don't think anything can be ruled out. I don't think anything can be ruled out. Really, to be perfectly honest, it's gonna be an interesting one. Got a Mudryk away jersey from. Yeah, I've got the away kit from last season. To be fair, I didn't get last season's home shirt, but I got the away kit and the third kit because I actually thought they were both really nice. This is the first Chelsea home shirt I've bought for 2 or 3 years. This new one. I'm not sure if that's necessarily fair, but that is a team that I'd go tomorrow. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if Poch went 4-2-3-1. I wouldn't be surprised if he stuck with the back five that served us well against Liverpool. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm not really sure. I mean, look, Martin, I like Martin, but I mean, I can't see him starting. I know this is my team, but I probably would still pick Sterling, even though I've been critical of him because Madueke is not fit. But that's the team that I would go with. And I think that's not bad. You look at it, it's young, it's exciting, it's full of talent. There's a lot of quality there. And, you know, I'm excited to see what we do tomorrow. I am really excited to see what we do tomorrow, guys, because it's certainly going to be an interesting one. Yeah, agreed, Dan. Don't give away free kicks tomorrow. Certainly not in and around the box in stupid areas. But I think this is a decent side. Look, I think West Ham don't play the most expansive football under David Moyes. It's going to be tricky for them. They're going to rely on set pieces for sure. Their height with Zuma and Aguerd, their delivery with Ward-Prowse, and maybe catching us on the break potentially. I think West Ham sit quite deep. It's probably going to be a low block. It's something that Chelsea have struggled to break down in recent years, over the years as well. We struggle to break down low blocks, and the impetus is on us to get in behind and try and break a side down. But I think with the players we've got in our possession now, that should hopefully become a little bit easier. But it's going to be a tough task tomorrow night. There's no two ways about it. Tomorrow afternoon, 4:30 kickoff UK time. It's going to be tough. Look, I'm going to predict a Chelsea win. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win. That's my prediction. 2-1 Chelsea. I think it's going to be closer than people think, but I do think we will get a Pochettino'S first win in charge of Chelsea. But yeah, it's certainly going to be a tricky afternoon. It's not somewhere where we do well. We're going to be a totally different team with Moises Caicedo. Yeah, I think so. Thank you for your support, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, look, I think we will be. But one thing I would add is that, yes, we're going to be much better in midfield and look much better balanced. But having Caicedo in the side is not going to make us score more goals necessarily. So we still need to find a solution to the goal scoring problem. But you know what's mad as well, guys? Chelsea have, as I said at the top of the show, Chelsea have won just 5 of their last 30 Premier League matches, and we've won 1 Premier League game since the victory over Leicester in March. So since March, Chelsea have won 1 Premier League game, and that was away against Bournemouth. So, you know, it just goes to show how poor last season was. We don't need reminding, but that's quite staggering when you hear that read out and you see it written down. That's kind of mad. That is mad. We desperately need a win tomorrow. We need to get our first win on the board, get our first 3 points on the board this season, and go from there. And let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens on that front. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, people. It's going to be a good day out. I'm looking forward to going to the London Stadium to cheer the boys on. I'm glad the worst away day of the season is out the way. You're so far away from the pitch. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to. So yeah, glad that one's out the way straight away. Absolutely delighted with that one to be out the way straight away. But yeah, people, one last thing to do, guys, before I'm going to take that down from the screen. Now, get your score predictions in the chat, guys. I'll go for a few at the end. I just wanted to quickly bring up something on the Lukaku-Vlahovic swap deal that Fabrizio was saying earlier today. He was saying that at the moment, the deal with Vlahovic and Lukaku is off because Chelsea are not convinced of this possibility. But let's see if Chelsea get desperate, because obviously we're desperate to get rid of Lukaku, and Lukaku is an agreement with Juventus. Keep an eye on this one until the end of the market. Now, that's my slight concern, is that Chelsea are so desperate to get rid of Lukaku, and maybe Lukaku's sitting tight, thinking that possibly, we could have a situation where Chelsea would just be like, look, we'll just take it just to get rid of this guy. I don't know. But, I mean, having thought that it's obviously off and it's dead at the moment, but at the same time, it's going to be a tricky one. It is going to be a tricky one. I don't know. I don't know what to expect in this swap deal, because it seems like it's dead. But, as we get more desperate and towards the end of the window, you can't really rule it out. But I'd like to think Chelsea will stay strong and stay firm and won't cave into Lukaku's demands, which I think we're showing that we won't. And ultimately, Lukaku's going to be left in a situation where he may well just have to take the Saudi deal. Simple as that, mate. You might have to go after Saudi, brother. You're not going to really have a choice. But that's just a little update there that, this is one to keep an eye on as the weeks in the window whittle down. Let's wait and see what happens. Who's worse, Lukaku or Maguire? Maguire's been a terrible signing for United, but I think the money paid for Chelsea and how little amount of time Lukaku spent at the club, it's got to be that. Remember last season? Remember that opening 30 minutes at West Ham last season? I bet we balled out Enzo with the assist for Felix. We were so good. And then the Ziyech handball was scandalous. Yeah. But yeah, we've got a few score predictions coming in here. I've gone for a 2-1 Chelsea win. We've got 3-0 or 4-1, 3-1, 3-1, 1-0, 3-1, 2-1 Chelsea win, 3-1, 3-1. Wes, appreciate that, my brother. 2-1. We just need a win. So Sava's not, but Sava's enjoying himself tonight. Sava's my guy. We'll be discussing the games on his channel on Wednesday, the show that we do. But yeah, it'd be nice to go in with a win under my belt as well, so that I don't have to endure too much Spurs positivity from him. But yeah, let's see. Chelsea 3-0, 2-1. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. But yeah, guys, seems like a good place to round this one out. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you that has tuned in. Guys, 2 favors on the way out. Make sure you smash the like. Let's get this up. Let's try and get this to 150 on the way out. We're on 120. Let's try and get this to 150. Come on, guys. So smash the likes on the way out. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe as well. We're less than 100 subscribers from 6K. On the way out, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It would be greatly appreciated, guys. We're on this journey together. Let's get to the 6K as quickly as possible. Knock these final few subscribers off as quickly as possible as well. So if you're not subscribed and you're locked in now, please hit that subscribe button on the way out. Guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's hope for a Chelsea win tomorrow, a win at West Ham, a first win of the Pochettino era, a Caicedo debut. And guys, stay tuned for loads of content on the channel tomorrow. We've got the match reaction tomorrow evening, probably a similar time when I'm home. And we've also got the match day vlog dropping on the channel as well. And a little video on Chelsea's attacking options dropping tomorrow lunchtime as well. So 3 bits of content coming on the channel tomorrow. Make sure you stay locked in for that. Smash the likes on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Let's hope for a positive day tomorrow. Chelsea win at West Ham. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Up the Chelsea and peace out, people.